Good morning, Life Point Church, and welcome back to this Monday's Daily Devotional. I'm so glad that you could join me here again this week in my home. Yeah, you're not seeing a repeat video. This is actually me, 2 weeks in a row, and you get to join me here in my home again. I hope you enjoyed last week. Let me know if you did. And yeah, let me know. Well, don't let me know if you didn't. But we have a few thoughts to share with you this morning and some scripture, and hopefully it'll lift you up and encourage you on this Monday. I know Mondays can be tough sometimes. It was on this day in 1961 that Henri Matisse painting called the La Batue went on display at New York's Museum of Modern Art. And you would say, well, what is that significance to me this Monday morning? Well, you see, his painting might not even be that famous if this didn't happen, but it was on display for over 40 days until somebody finally realized that the painting was hung upside down. Yeah, upwards of a few thousand people walked through the museum, and they all seen this painting, and nobody realized that it was hung upside down. That means all these people were walking, and they looked at this painting, and some were forming opinions. Maybe some really liked it, and they say, wow, I really can understand what the artist is feeling through his work. And some probably thought, hey, this artist is crazy. But no one actually had the artist's perspective of what it was supposed to look like, because everybody was seeing what it was like to be upside down. Our scripture today comes from the book of Acts, chapter 17, verse 6. And listen to this. It says, when they did not find them, they were looking for Paul and Silas, they dragged Jason and some of his brothers before the city officials, shouting, these men who have turned the world upside down have come here too. You see, people in that time, the Thessalonians at that time, they were afraid of the message that was being spread. And they say that these people, these disciples of Jesus, these followers, they're turning our world upside down. They had a perspective, but they didn't actually go after the artist's perspective. They never asked God, because if they would have looked at what it was like from God's point of view, they would have saw that they were finally getting the view of what it means to be right side up. God was turning the world upside down, but he was turning it the right way. He was turning people's wrongs, and he was showing them what it was like to be right. Sometimes we have to ask ourselves if things are going crazy in our life, or if life seems to be pulling us one direction, or sometimes we feel like things are out of our control, but we have to understand that God's in control. And maybe he's correcting the wrong. Maybe he's steering us into a direction that we don't have a perspective of yet. So we have to understand that God sees all, and we have to trust him in everything that he does. Let's think about that today. Thank you so much for joining me here today, and I look forward to joining you again tomorrow for our daily devotional.